Hey everyone, I'm Almar of almarsguides.com. In this video here, I'm going to go over the Matron Hive South, which is a level 40 plus dungeon located right inside of Nanto, which is a town located on the show side of the town network. Now, this is one of the lowest level hives that players will be able to venture to. Actually, it is the lowest level hive that players can venture to, and it's going to be filled with a bunch of different Ulthoi. Now, this hive is going to give you really good experience for being able to come here, although it's going to be quite difficult depending on how well your character is geared and spec'd at this low of a level. In order to handle this hive pretty effectively, you're going to need to have a decent amount of melee defense. If you don't have a decent amount of melee defense, then you're just pretty much going to get owned here by the Ulthoi. I don't know the exact number of melee D that you'll need, but if you have it specialized and it costs, probably at level 40 about 1 mil to raise, it's probably in the general range of what it would need to be in order to hunt here pretty fine. If you've been able to do like the Tusker Barracks and or the Tusker Slaves via the facility hub, you could probably handle what you'd come across throughout the hive here. So, that's pretty much the main thing you need to know about hunting here. If you don't have high melee D, or if you just want extra protection anyway, I highly recommend that you enchant your gear, your armor, with item enchantment buffs. Throw on acid protection, greater armor level protection, and piercing most likely. And that will give you a good roundabout, set of buffs to buff up your character and make them a lot more beefy when it comes to hunting the Ulthois. Now, also, the Ulthois here are most vulnerable to bludgeon damage, so I strongly recommend you bring a bludge-rending weapon in order to kill the Ulthoi without much difficulty whatsoever. If you can't get a bludge-rend weapon, I highly recommend you try to find a pierce-rend weapon, because that would be pretty much the second best thing you'd be able to use against the Ulthoi. Pierce and bludge work almost identically well when it comes to killing the Ulthoi. Although I pretty much always try and stick to bludge rend when it comes to killing the Ulthoi. If you can't find either of these rends, then I recommend, if you're melee, you use maybe like Sunstone or Crippling Blow or a Critical Strike on your weapons and bring them here. As long as you have an imbued weapon, pretty much, you'll be doing a lot better here than, just like the Academy weapon with oil of rendering on it, or whatever you happen to do in that sense. You'll definitely need a good weapon, and you'll probably need gear with a halfway decent armor level in order to handle this hive. Primarily because there's tons and tons of Ulthois that group up on you when you come to this hive. It's not just one or two mobs that you're fighting at a time. It's like 30 Ulthois that sometimes jump on you in certain hallways throughout this hive. So you're definitely going to need to be prepared and be able to handle quite a bit on your lower level character in order to survive in this Ulthoi hive. So keeping that in mind, the main good parts about this hive is, well, for one, it's used in a few different quests. None of them am I going to go over in this video, but they're pretty much all of the Asheron's Arraignment quests. They were popular at one time, and I'm pretty sure people still do those quests. So it might be worth looking up on the wiki if you have any interest in doing those quests. If not, you can just run around the Ulthoi hive here and pretty much grind it and farm it for experience. And that, pretty much it. There's gold and scarlet letters, which are going to have a chance to drop in this Ulthoi hive. Gold and scarlet letters you'll be able to grab and turn in at a collector for bonus experience. And I strongly recommend you do that if you find any of them, because they also give casino tokens. The scarlet red letters will give you low stakes casino tokens, and the lucky gold letters will give you mid stakes casino tokens. Both of these tokens will be able to be turned in at the casino, and then when you gamble at the casino, there's a chance you might get other goodies there too. Like at the casino, you might find you might get collectibles from the turning in the stuff. Like you have Maswar armbands, which you can get for low stakes, as well as I'm trying to remember the other one right now. The Ulthoi larvae stakes, you'll get them as well. You'll be able to turn both of them into collectors for experience, and then from the mid stakes, you'll get Ulthoi slasher carapaces, which you'll be able to turn in for experience as well. that's pretty much all there is to it. You'll be making a good amount of experience here. If you're able to actually grind here effectively, you'll be making a couple mil an hour here. Definitely better than, in other places. I'd say you're probably making like 15 million an hour here. I'm not exactly sure of the number myself, but I definitely bet that it's right around there. So that's pretty much all I can think about to say for this farming location. If you guys enjoyed this video, of course, as always, like, comment, and subscribe to me for future gaming and Asheron's Call videos. Aside from that, good luck, happy hunting, and I'll see you guys around in the next video.